Okay, once again, we're back in our next topic, all about roots of complex numbers. Okay, roots of complex numbers. Okay, again, okay, actually, itong roots of complex numbers is somehow may konting pagkakaiba lang doon sa uh, powers of complex numbers, no? It's just that ito kasing roots of complex numbers is expressed in roots, no? At kapag sinabi nating roots, no, hindi siya actually or sabihin nating less than 1 yung kanyang nire-raise na value, no? So for the roots of complex numbers, no, again, ang application nito is for the forms of polar, trigonometric, and exponential form, no? Just like what we have discussed in the powers of complex numbers. No? So for polar form, okay, for polar form, we have Z is equal to R bar angle theta. No? So, if in-square root natin yan, no? Lagyan natin ng, hahanapin natin yung value ng root niya, no? So, ang gagawin natin ay ganito lang, no? For example, the square root of Z, that is equal to the square root of R, okay? Bar angle, okay, theta, plus 360k, okay, all over 2, all over n, okay? So, all over n. For example, no? We have Z is equal to 3 bar angle of 16 degrees. Okay? Find or sabihin natin nth root yan. Yan, nth root. Okay? Find the square root of Z. Okay? Square root of Z. So, square root of Z, ito na yung solution natin, is equal to, actually, that is the square root of 3 bar angle of 16. 16. Yan. And that is expressed in square root of 3, okay, bar angle of 16 plus 360k, okay, all over 2. Sir, paano mo nakuha yung 2? Paano mo ba nakuha yung 2, sir? Okay, ganito kasi yan. That is just 3, hindi ba ang square root is raised to 1/2? No? Sabi ko nga sa inyo kanina, roots of complex numbers are actually one type of solution from our previous video na powers of complex numbers. It's just that yung nire-raise niyang value n is lesser than 1. No? Yan kasi yung roots of complex numbers. Okay? So in terms of square root of 3, that is 3 raised to 1/2. Parang ganito yun eh. Diba? 2, 16 plus 360k. So, gaya nga ng na-discuss natin doon sa powers of complex numbers, ito yung n, 1/2, and we have n dito, no? 1/2. No? So, syempre, itataas lang natin yan. That's why, andun yung 2. Okay? So, sana naintindihan nyo yun. Okay? So, ano ba yung 3 raised to 1/2? Okay? Yan ay 1.732. 1.732. Okay? Bar angle of 16 plus 360k over 2. Okay? That is 16 divided by 2 is 8 plus 360k. Sir, ano ba yung k na sinasabi na yan? No? Ang mga examiner kasi kung minsan, actually, yan ay proportionality constant k. No? Okay, so kapag ka nagsabi yung examiner na at k is equal to 1 or 2 or 3 or so on, no? Kung ilan man yan, okay? So, yun yung isa-substitute nyo doon. Pero kung wala namang sinabi yung examiner na k is equal to 1, 2, or 3, or so on, let it be 0. So, therefore, kung wala namang sinabi na value ng k, so that is just 0. No? So, ang answer natin, 1.732 bar angle of 8 degrees. Yan. Yun yung kanyang sagot. No? What if nagbigay yung examiner ng k is equal to 1, no? E di 1.732, no? Bar angle of 8 plus 360 times 1, no? At k, no? That is at k is equal to 1. So that is equal to 1.732 bar angle of 368 degrees. Yan yung kanyang magiging sagot. Okay? Mamaya, di-discuss ko sa inyo yung roots of complex numbers from k0 to 5 or so on. No? So, pero ngayon, solve lang muna natin yung different process or different formula or equation in terms of polar form, trigonometric form, and exponential form. No? So, yan yung ating polar form. Proceed tayo sa exponential form. Okay? Or trigonometric form. For trigonometric form, if z and root is equal to of r cosine theta plus j sine theta, okay, that is just equal to r and root of cosine theta plus 360k all over n plus j sine theta plus 360k all over n. Ayan. For example, we have z is equal to 5 cosine of 20 plus j sine 20. Okay, so that is equal to, or sabihin natin problem pala tayo, huh? If na or find z or cube root of z. Cube root yan. So, cube root of z okay, cube root of z is equal to the cube root of 5, that is cosine 20 plus 360k all over 3, right? 3 plus j sine of 20 plus 360k all over 3. Okay, okay, that is equal to, pwede natin sabihin na ito ay 5 raised to 1/3. Okay, then express natin yan. Since wala akong binigay na value ng k, so of course yan ay 0 na. Okay, so this is cosine of 20 over 3 is 6.67. 6.67 plus j sine of 6.67. Okay, and that is equal to 5 raised to 1/3. 1/3 1.709 or 1.709. Sabihin natin ganyan, or 71. Okay, 1.71 79. That is cosine 6.67 plus j sine of 6.67 degrees, or 1.709, okay, CJS of 6.67 degrees. Okay, in terms of exponential form, okay, for exponential form, if the nth root of z is equal to the nth root of r e raised to j theta, okay, that is just equal to the nth root of r, okay, e raised to j of theta plus 2 pi k, okay, all over n. Ayan. Example, if z is equal to 6 e raised to j pi, find the fifth root of z. Okay, so fifth root of z is equal to 6 e raised to j pi, fifth root of 6 e raised to j pi, that is just equal to 6 raised to 1/5, okay, e raised to j, okay, pi plus 2 pi k all over 5. Okay, again, since walang binigay ang examiner ng k value, so automatic yan ay 0. Okay, so ilan yan? 6 raised to 1/5, yan ay 1.431 e raised to j of pi over 5. Yan. Yan yung kanyang magiging sagot. Okay. So, that's it. Yung kanyang roots of complex numbers na from polar to trigonometric to exponential form. Okay. So, tandaan ninyo na yung ating diniscuss ngayon is hindi pa binibigay yung k value. So, what if nagbigay yung examiner ng k value? No? For example, nagbigay yung examiner ng ganitong problem, no? Okay, for complex number, example, ito yung number, for complex number, z is equal to 10 plus j6. Okay, find the four roots of complex number. Okay. So, kapag ganyan yung tanong, ibig sabihin, four roots of complex number, magsisimula ka sa square root, diba? Cube root, fourth root, fifth root. Okay? At k, tapos meron pang binigay, at k is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So, ganito lang yan. At k, at k is equal to 1. At k is equal to 1. Okay? At k is equal to 1. Okay? For roots of 10 plus j6. Okay? So, that is equal to 4 roots of, ilan ba yung kaano niyan? 10 plus 6i is 2 square root of 34 angle of 30.964 degrees. Okay. So, solution natin, that is equal to 34 raised to 1/4. Okay. This is bar angle of 30.964 plus 360 times 1 all over 4. And that is equal to 34 raised to 1/4. That is 1.848. 1.848 bar angle of, yan, compute nyo na lang yan, pagsabayan nyo na. We have 30.964 plus 360 all over 4. 97.741. 97.741 degrees. At k is equal to 1. Okay? At k is equal to 2. Okay? So that is 2 cube root of 34 raised to 1/4 bar angle of 30.964 plus 360 times 2 all over 4. Okay, that is equal to 1.848, yeah? Bar angle of 187.741 187.741 degrees. Okay, lagay natin sa box ito para mas ma-identify ng ating mata. Yan. At K3, okay, that is 2 the square root of 34, 1 raised to 4, fourth root, bar angle of 30.964 plus 360 times 3 all over 4, and that is equal to, so ganun lang kasi hinahanap kasi natin yung roots. 741 degrees. Okay, or that is 1.848 angle of 277.741 degrees. Okay, at K is equal to 4. Finally, 2 34 raised to 1/4 bar angle of 30.964 plus 360 times 4 all over 4, that is equal to 1.848 bar angle of 367.741. Yan. Okay. So, yan yung kanyang sagot, no? With different directions ng ating magnitude. Same magnitude sila ng ating roots, but they have different direction. We have 97.741, 187.741, 277.741, 367.741, no? Kung mapapansin ninyo, meron silang difference in terms of angle, no? At makikita natin yan using Argand's diagram, no? For example, okay, meron tayo ditong Argand's diagram. Okay? Yan. So, hanapin natin saan ba yung 97.741 degrees, no? Kung ito ay 90, siguro dito ito. Right? That is at K is equal to 1. Okay? What is 187.741? Dito ito. No? That is K is equal to 2. 277.741, dito ito. Okay, that is K is equal to 3. And we have 367.741. Kung 360 ito, siguro andyan yan. No? And that is K is equal to 4. No? Pansinin niyo guys na nag-form siya ng perpendicular lines, no? Nag-form siya ng perpendicular lines. Ibig sabihin lang nun, when it comes to roots of complex numbers, pag nagbigay ng K is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, yung mabubuo ninyong number regarding to that will be equal to, parang bumuo siya ng isang revolution, no? Noong kanyang mga direction, no? So, ito yung ating answer at K1, at K2, at K3, at K4, no? Concerning the fourth root of that complex number, J is equal to 10 plus J6. Okay? Same true with ito class is for polar form pa lang, no? Since for polar form pa lang. No? For trigonometric form, ganun din naman. No? So, pinakita ko sa inyo kanina yung trigonometric form. So, ito naman yun. No? So, parang ganun lang din yung magiging sistema niya, no? 360k is just that expressed in cosine plus j sine. No? In terms of exponential form naman, no? Ganyan din. No? Ang kaibahan lang nila is yung 2 pi k, no? Which is 2 pi k, alam niyo naman, is 360 degrees. No? Makikita ninyo yung direction nila. At yun, gaya nga ng sabi ko, ang result is, no, makikita ninyo is parang ganyan na. Hindi tayo limited sa 1, 2, 3, 4 lang, no? So it can either be 5 and so on, no? 6, 7, so on. Okay. Okay, so that's it for our video for the roots of complex numbers. Okay. Ang susunod na magiging topic natin is all about logarithm or application of logarithm to complex numbers. So stay tuned for the following videos.